Okay, here we are casting the game of SP Apache versus someone. I don't know what he's called. Let's call him Orange. So, to begin with, the starting seems fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. Let's just fast forward till here and let's look at the scouting path. Okay, what's the first problem out here? Look at the scouting path. Now, if you went from here down till here in the middle, you would have full line of sight from here until out here, and you would not have to make this second trip out here. So go from here to here, from here go somewhere out here, and then back. And with a much shorter route, you have covered this entire area. And like we'll see in a short while, you're gonna pick up the sheep too. So you could have come from here and also picked up the sheep, and you only need to go till here and you have line of sight till the edge of the map. Then you need to go till here and then you can go directly here. So already you have picked up the sheep and you're going to take all of this extra time to go there and back, which is unnecessary. So when you're scouting, don't put them all the way to the edge of the map. Have them go somewhere around here, a bit offset from the center of the map by half of the distance, by the radius of the scout's vision essentially. That's your goal. Okay, moving forward, the rest of the early game is quite simple. Decent scouting pattern all around the edges of the map. This is very well placed. This is exactly how you want to do it. Cool. Now, what could you be doing? Let's look at your resources. You overgathered a lot of gold. So the trick is you started with 6 villagers on food and rallied out to gold. Instead, what you should do is rally the first villager so that you get 7 on food and then rally the next 3 onto gold. Then you get the gold and food at exactly the right time together. Now, good scouting pattern, decent. You're following the scout here, but that's fine at this level. Cool. Now, you started producing the first longbowman. Good. What is the point of this outpost here? You're under no attack. You're playing against Chinese, and Chinese are not known to attack early game. Just to prove my point, let's just show what the Chinese is doing right now. The Chinese has 0 production, as is expected. 6 minutes in the match and the Chinese is going to turtle and sit for the late game. He's not going to attack you right now. So what is this protecting you against? Now, going into caster mode. So you're going forward with a very good composition. This is very nice. One more spearman would have been nice, but fine. Now let's look at the scout out here. Once again we see the same pattern where the scout needs to only have gone here once and could have gone here once through the center of these 2 lines and would have covered the entire area. Instead he has to go once, twice, thrice. So you're paying 3 times the scout timing. Instead the scout would have been much more useful if it was up here with these guys. And very luckily, well, the Barbican's gonna get spotted and denied, which is very nice. Well done. You also notice that there is a stable, so hopefully you're making more spears. Well, spears are on the way. Very good. Cool. You've already picked up 1 villager kill, so not bad. And there goes the Imperial official as usual. Yes, so palings would have been nice out here. Rallying in more troops, very good. You can also see the villager on stone and that would be good to go and attack. You could stand right out here and attack both the stone and gold at the same time. Also you can see that he is trying to build up a force of horsemen somewhere out here. And the stone gets denied. Good job. And perfect, this is exactly what you want to do. You want to come ahead and build an outpost so your guys get more attack speed. And the food's gonna go. Go for the food. Go. Yes, good. Barbican of the Sun coming up somewhere. But you don't know that. You can see that there is a horseman standing out here. And two more coming. So you should probably want to either put down palings out here. Palings, go for it, please. Or you're gonna get cleaned up. And you got clean. Oh no, he was focusing on very low, just focused on the low health horseman. And he stopped your outpost. So immediately you have to send another villager out. Do you have another villager coming? No. Once again, you're trying to protect the stone out here, but there is no attack coming. He's entirely in his base trying to fend off your attack. What are you scared of? Why do you need this tower out here? You don't. This gives you a line of sight, which is good, but also unnecessary. Let's go back to the action. Very well done. Protected. You need to send a villager forward and finish this. He's still massing horsemen, which is... okay. Second outpost out here. But this one's not finished yet. And you're sending 3 villagers. Good. Let's fast forward a bit. Imperial official comes here to die as usual. Perfect. Now these palings, very useful. Would have made so much difference out here as well. We're gonna see shortly in a while. You see how much damage that took just from that palings? Very well done. You're moving around. Perfect. If you went a little more, you might see that there's a mass of horsemen which are amassing out here. Or not yet, but there's a Barbican there. Cool. So far, what have we learned? They're in a very commanding position. You've got his gold locked down, you've got his stone locked down. On the map you can see that he has food other places, so he's probably on food somewhere out there, but that's fine. You've locked down more food out here and you're trying to get stone here, which is fine. You're gonna get line of sight. Very well. What do you do now? You know that just to protect against this attack, he's going to be spamming out horsemen. And you've got exactly the things to deal with horsemen. What do you do now? He has got no resources also. You might not know that, but what do you do at this point? You go castle. You've got him on the back foot. You're gonna make him over-invest in trying to shut down this attack. You've got stuff to deal with the attack, so you don't need to sit out in feudal and continue this attack. You're already ahead, so go castle. What do you do? You've got a lot of people on wood. You've got plenty of wood. Throw down farms straight away. Take 8 of them, throw down farms. Also, long distance chopping, it would be really good to have replace the lumber camp out here. You've already got your upgrades, which is very good. You've got the important upgrades, except acid distillation is not really that important in this stage, but you've got the good ones. So, also, survival techniques. Where are you gathering hunted meat? Not hunted meat. No one out here. No one out here. This is 25, this is 100 resources which you don't need to be spending. So, instead of continuing this attack, go castle. Now, let's see. Cool. Let's continue the game instead and see what actually happens. So you're making more units, but these units won't be able to close out the game. Why do I say this? You don't have what's it called? You don't have a blacksmith anyway. You don't have rams. You don't have the technology which allows you to make rams. You see that there's a lot of horsemen out here, somewhere in the range of 8, And how many spears do you have? You've got only 3. So this is not gonna hold. You're easily gonna be overrun. So why bother trying to make this attack happen? Let him overinvest, let him waste resources. He's clearly not going to go castle now. And he doesn't have enough army to come in your base and cause problems. You've got some forces out here and you're English. You can defend very well. All of these are unarmored units. Oh, very nicely done out here. Oh, you have killed lots of villagers. You've already got a massive advantage out there. So relax. Also, you forgot to kill these. Amazing. Now they can just continue killing villagers, I guess. Oh, this is beautiful. Now, you're gonna get cleaned up out here, as expected. Very good job on the fortification, but it's not gonna come in on time. See, you wasted money on arrow slits. How many arrows did you hit out here? Maybe 5, 6? Did not kill anything. This one, again arrow slits, killed nothing. This one, arrow slits, killed nothing. I don't think you understand how arrow slits work. Arrow slits gives you the ability to shoot one arrow at a time without villagers being there. Now instead, if you had fire armor, this one, your outpost would have survived much longer and made it much harder for him to make this push out here. So stop getting arrow slits. What would be good is, let me pause. Where would arrow slits be good? Now, he has got a lot of economy out here. Suppose you had a single outpost out here and you had arrow slits there. That would continuously keep shooting these villages without you being around and would keep doing damage. That is where arrow slits is very useful against things like villagers in places where they are trying to gather resources calmly but they cannot because you have got bloody arrow slits in. Not out here. In these cases, what you want to do instead is put outposts and fortify them. The fortification works much better. Anyway, once again, you have got a significant force out here. There's no attack at home. All of his units are unarmored. You have seen that already. He does not have access to armored units in the second age. He cannot make lancers. He cannot make palace guards. Does not have armored units. Unarmored units are going to get shredded by the town center. Totally destroyed. So you have got a perfect defense already at home. Good job on the farm transition. So what do you do now? You go castle. You have got a military lead, you have got a villager lead. You don't need to finish this here. Go to castle, you will have stronger units, you'll have more men at arms, and you can totally overwhelm him. Take advantage. Okay, let's see how this goes. Trying to build forward production. Good, but in this case, unnecessary. Going to castle would be much better. And you're already on the way there. The problem is you're still trying to produce units.
Yaru to work.
Okay, now orange counterattacks with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 horsemen. How many villages does he kill? Still 4. Still, okay, 5. He killed one more. And done. That's it. He got shredded by the English town center. That's all. He has no armor. Those horsemen are taking like 11 damage I think per shot. Or 8 bow damage times 2. So 16 damage. That's a lot of damage for a horseman. A horseman has 125 health. If you're taking 16 damage, that's 8 shots. 8 shots from the TC with so you had like 15 people garrisoned. Each volley you can kill almost 2 horsemen. He sent in 5. 2.5 volleys and all of his horsemen are dead. That's it. Done. Super easy raid. That is totally useless. So you don't need to be scared about defense at home at this point. So go castle. See, you've got the resources to go castle. What you could have done is pulled all of these villages, brought them front out here, and built a white tower right somewhere about here. You could try to attack your villages, but you've got a huge force out here. So no worries. Go castle out here. You're trying to finish stuff out in feudal age. Oh, one villager on the white tower, very good. And 3 more coming. This is gonna take forever. So you've got a white tower and you could have been fighting under the white tower in a little while. What's the point of this attack? You're instead fighting under his TC and losing troops out there. Yes, he has nothing, so he still loses, but why? So don't try to do that. Give time for the white tower to come up and then pull him in under the white tower and finish him off there.